one of the jurors on the Zimmerman trial, one of the 6 women, has already procured a book deal. Literally, what are we? Not even a full 2 days out of this.
Not even full 2
And
days.
she has a book deal, and not just any of the jurors, but the juror who specifically said she doesn't like the media because it's skewed. She doesn't listen to the radio or read the newspaper because it's all skewed. She was one of those people who didn't know much of anything about the case, which is fine, except for the fact what she did know about the case was Trayvon Martin was a boy of color. The killing of Trayvon Martin was an unfortunate incident that happened.
And the prosecution let her on this trial.
And the prosecution let her on this, let her be one of the jurors. This is unbelievable. This came out. This stuff was said when they were going through possible
because frankly,
jurors.
for all we
this
know,
isn't coming out after.
For all we know, this could have been the one person that blocked a conviction.
Yes. Yeah. And then this is the real kicker here. This woman who knew nothing about the trial really knew enough to say that the whole protesting, marching, the Million Hoodies March, I believe it was called, last spring. The activism, the on-the-street activism, the online activism, people just wanting their voice to be heard when they wanted to just see, at the very least, justice be brought for Trayvon in the form of charging George Zimmerman with something, and at least let's seeing what the jury of his peers has to say, at least putting him through the justice system that we have in this country. That's all they wanted. And that's why they hit the streets. This woman basically called this riots in Sanford. And you know why she called this riots in Sanford? Because black people riot. This woman should have never been on the jury, first of all. And now here she is, just a few days out, writing a book, which I'm sure she's gonna make a ton of money off of.
No, and she'll hit the. And I have to say, I think the other thing that was so shocking about this case and so upsetting was that there was a small window of time when even Allen West released a statement about this case, because the consensus among any vaguely sane person was, again, being fair, not a conviction, but how the hell is this guy not immediately arrested and charged? Okay, any person with a inkling of, any person who's not a Stormfront protester, Stormfront writer would support that. Okay, it's so obvious. And then as soon as President Obama said Trayvon could be my son, Fox and Newt Gingrich and all of these morons
attacked Trayvon Martin.
They attacked President Obama, and then they went to demonize Trayvon Martin, and that's how this became a circus, a racialized circus, and that's what this juror will profit off.
The defense put Trayvon Martin on trial.
Yep, and he was convicted. And that's the conclusion of this trial, and that's why it doesn't matter.